Enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Your opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to you and permanents you control by source with... Oh, please choose Narset. Oh, he chose our commander. No. Oh, wow, that's a dick move. Today on Commander Replay, we check out this Jadzi Storm deck and see if I can pilot Simic Solitaire without punting. Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, I've started a second YouTube channel called Moments in Music, and I released the first video today. I'd love it if you go check it out. Link is in the description below. Welcome back everyone, playing some Jadzi Storm today, and this deck list comes to us from Patreon supporter Dragon Slayer. Kept an opening hand that looks like this. It's got 4 lands, Farseek, make that 5 lands in Farseek, and a Return to Nature. Could probably use a little card draw along the way. I played a game with this deck already, and it didn't go particularly well. I kept a really bad opener, and also was, playing through the deck for the first time. Simic Storm is not my comfort zone. So it's just a deck I needed to play a little bit, and hopefully we'll have a better go this time. This keep is definitely much better. Lands are good with this commander, because you can just cast Journey and dump all your lands in, which is cool. So even if we flood a little bit, it's not the worst thing. What I am worried about, though, is this Narset deck, because this is Magic Online, and this is an open game. We only have one Patreon supporter today, and that is Sergeant Flintlock, with God Eternal Oketra over there. So I don't really know what we're going to get from this Narset deck, but being that it's open Magic Online, we should assume the worst. There's a Heroic Intervention, cool card, but not what we need right now. Drop in the Breeding Pool, nothing to do on 1, so we'll just pass like that. There's a Thalia, that's disgusting. That is going to slow us down considerable amount. Hopefully it also hurts the Narset, though. Much harder to get down mana rocks and things like that. Also our Farseek. Thalia, keeper of fun and fair magic. Brings it back to our turn. Yep, there's a hunting pack. Can't do much with that. Play the command tower, and we'll pass. So taking a read of our commander. These double-sided commanders have so much text on them. Anyway, let's get going. Jadzi Oracle of Arcavios, 8 mana for a 5/5. Discard a card, return it to its owner's hand. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land, you may cast it by paying 1 rather than its mana cost. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. Pretty cool. So we're going to try to storm off with that ability. And then on the backside, we've got Journey to the Oracle, which is 4 mana. Put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Then if you control 8 or more, you may discard a card. If you do, return Journey to the Oracle to its owner's hand. Even more fun and fair magic, we've got an Eidolon of Rhetoric. That actually completely hoses our deck. So we will need someone to play a board wipe at some point. Opponent's got to search for tomorrow, ticking down. Mayael the Anima coming into play. Played a bunch of Mayael on the channel. It's not one that I particularly care for. I am Team Atla Palani, because Atla Palani does not whiff, and Mayael does, and Atla Palani is way less mana. Mayael, a very popular old-school type commander, just never personally been my favorite. Like, in years past, it was fine, but as things have gotten faster and more consistent, Mayael isn't what it used to be. Opponent plays a Roast and shoots the Eidolon of Rhetoric. Yeah, I mean, we need that to happen. We can't really play our deck if we can't storm off and stuff. At some point, we'll need the Thalia to die also, but brings it to our turn. There's a mana drain. Ooh. Let's Farseek right now, and then we'll try... You know what? We'll mana drain the Narset, is what we'll do. However long we have to wait for that to happen, that's when we'll do it. Play a Forest, cast a Farseek, pay in 3. 2 islands in hand. I guess we have to get an island anyway. It is a Farseek. Don't put Farseek in your mono green deck. I've done it. It was an awkward moment. Get an island. It is not rampant growth. You play the game long enough, bad things are going to happen. Having some fun with Flintlock. Says he runs no locks, just slow down and beat down, so you don't have to worry about Winter Orb or Static Orb. And I said, that's what someone who plays Winter Orb or Static Orb would say. Rhythm of the Wild coming in for opponent. Yep. Would I cast the backside of our commander if we drew another land? I might. Opponent's going to swing the Mayael over to the Narset. Love it. 2 damage to them. I guess what's unfortunate is that, like, the Eidolon going down, Eidolon also hoses Narset pretty good, but it also stops us. I guess that's the disadvantage of playing an unfair deck against stacks. When you play fair decks against stacks, usually it goes a lot better. Anyway, it brings it back to our turn. Opponent will be on Narset mana if they make a land drop, so... Play an island, and we'll just pass like that. Yeah, got Eternal Oketra coming in. That is their commander, by the way. So we're going to be seeing Hate Bears and 4/4s. Going to keep everyone in check, put some damage on them. Thalia over to the Narset. Love it. Narset not making any friends. It is a known problematic commander. It's one of those ones, too, like, over the years I've ran into people that were like, no, it's not that Narset deck. It's always that Narset deck. You cast from your library for free. It really doesn't even matter what you're casting. Even if it's draft chaff, casting for them a turn is pretty busted. Ooh, opponent's gonna temp with Discovery. We should probably grab something. I don't think we really have cool lands, though. We'll see what opponents do. I don't think the Narset took a land. Should we? We get a Reliquary Tower. It's a helpful one to have. We'll go no. I don't think the land significantly changes our position all that much. No one took the land. How about that? Discipline from our opponents. And us. I almost took the land. Yep, back into the Narset. Next turn, they'll be on Mayael mana, though. And can come down with haste, which is pretty nasty. Although, is that a cast? They enter the battlefield. No, it's not a cast. Really hope opponent doesn't have a free counterspell. If they do, I will be really annoyed. Actually, no, they can't because of Thalia. Got him. Nice. Yep, trying the Narset. We're going to say nope. Oh, playing blue feels so good sometimes. I don't normally play blue, but mana draining this Narset, pretty awesome. Everyone else is tapped out. We're going to be able to get our commander in nice and easy. Maybe drop that hunting pack. There's a Kodama's Reach. There's a mana drain. Mana drain for 6. Love it. Yeah, we'll just use that 6 to cast our commander for 2 blue. Then we'll play an island and play the Kodama's Reach. Unfortunately, we won't be able to cast off the top. Cast it? Nope, we cannot. That would have been cool. Probably could have used that card. Island and a forest. Forest into play. And we'll pass like that. Gideon's Intervention. Oh dear God, what? Enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Your opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to you and permanents you control by source with the... Oh, please choose Narset. Please choose Narset. Oh, he chose our commander. No. Oh, wow, that's a dick move. He's gonna path our commander. Oh, man, dude, there's a Narset at the table. I know our commander's decent, but it's not Narset. Yeah, put an island into play. I probably should have got a forest with that one. Back to the command zone. The good news is that they're going to send this God Eternal Oketra into the Narset. This will get their life total moving a little faster. Down to 28 they go. 6 commander. And let's see if opponent wants to roll the dice with Mayael right here. They do have haste. God, we're going to have to recast our commander for like 1,000,000 mana. I wonder if we could cast the backside of our commander and then put it into our hand. Well, we'd still have to cast it, I guess, but it would get us around the commander tax. Sort of. I guess not really, because we'd still have to pay it from the command zone. Cool, a Rogue's Passage for the Narset, just what you want to see. There's a Tezzeret. Sure, I'm not going to like that. Activate the Tezzeret. Hero's Blade. Gets a Soul Ring, so they'll have Narset mana next turn. Oh, interesting. This is an instant with Storm, which means we can do it during opponent's turns, which we might want to think about. Laboratory Maniac. That's our win condition. We will need that. Play an island. I think we just pass and sit on our stuff. We have a handful of instants, so someone tries to pop off a bunch of spells during their turn, then we will storm and make a bunch of 4/4s. If nothing else, also, we can return to nature this thing at the end step. Oh, God, the mana. The mana's going to be rough with Thalia in play. Opponent casts a Core Cartographer and makes a 4/4. Yep, going to get a land. That's an Archon of Emeria. That's interesting. That's 2 spells. If we cast the Hunting Pack, we get a decent amount of 4/4s. Opponent's going to activate Mayael in response to the Archon of Emeria and God Eternal Oketra triggers. Let's see what it is. They whiff. Yep. She will do that sometimes.
Mr. Simpson, the tar fumes are making me dizzy.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Sends the Oketra into the Tezzeret and the Thalia into the Mayael. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. This should also be going into the Narset. Narset, coming back to play. Yep, gonna get a Hero's Blade attached to it. Gets a little harder to kill. We're gonna return to nature, the thing preventing us from casting our commander. Brings it back to our turn. There's a Harmonize. Card draw is good. Play an island. I think we're gonna try to get our commander right here and hope that it sticks. Pass like that. Esper Sentinel triggers the Oketra. This thing a cast? Yeah, this is unfortunately a cast, so we would get hosed by the Archon of Emeria. Big attack into the Narset. Yep. Opponent activates the Mayael, gets a Challenger Troll. That's not one that's on my radar. Each creature you control with power of 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. It's not that good. That's a 5-drop. Opponent's going to send the 7/6 our way because, of course, down to 33. Here we go. Narset to combat. Find out if they win. Like, if they hit any removal spell and get rid of the Archon of Emeria, we're probably all in deep trouble. There's the trigger. See what they hit. Turns are also a problem. Wow, 3 lands? I guess we're going to survive. Oh, there's the swords. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing that swords. Hopefully they don't have a turn. Oh, opponent's attacking our way? Oh, it has first strike? Really? Of all the things on there, it also has first strike? Killing me. Yeah, we can't block that profitably. Otherwise I would. Kind of wish we made the hunting pack things at some point, because... Though I guess... no, they didn't activate the Rogue's Passage. Swords on the Archon, yep. How bad's it gonna get? Seize the day. There's an extra combat. Yep. Narset, going on the attack. What's it gonna be? Flintlock's got something. Heliod's Intervention X3, getting Rhythm of the Wild, Soul Ring, and the Hero's Blade. That means we can block now. Ha ha! Nice play. Spearmint. Wait, they can't play it with Flash, though, I don't think. Mind's Desire is disgusting. We can block, though. Let's block. Narset down. What can they do with the Mind's Desire? These are casts, right? Yeah, you cast the card, which means they also get caught up in Thalia. Oh, wow. They just play a mana rock. I guess they can make mana with it. There's the Mind's Desire. 4 spells, yep. They can only pay for 2 of them, though. So this will probably actually be a really good thing. Although even a 1 turn could be an issue. What we got? Chromox, Mana Vault, Mind Stone, Propaganda is disgusting. Here comes the Propaganda. Opponent pays the 1. Here comes the Mana Vault. Pays again. Do they use the Mana Vault? Or do they just do they let everything else go? Brings it back to our turn. There's a Crossing Grip. Do we need to Crossing Grip anything? Let's Harmonize. Jadzi trigger, Esper Sentinel trigger. I think I'm going to pay for the Esper Sentinel. Top card of our library is a Swan Song. Nope, that is not helpful. We draw some cards. There's a Rampant Growth. We draw the Swan Song. Much more helpful in our hand. Jace's Sanctum. Jace's Sanctum will get us out of Thalia range, or like counteract the Thalia, which will be really good. Yeah, pass like that. Remorseful Cleric. Get rid of that Seize the Day if they need to. Makes a 4/4. Solemnity. Do I even want to know what that's for? Rest in Peace. Graveyard's offline. Unfortunately, opponent tapped out all but 2 of their mana. Yep. They're about to get that Rude Awakening. Big attacks. Then they get hit with the Propaganda. I knew we should have shot the Propaganda with the Crossing Grip so that this didn't happen, because now they're going to survive. Opponent's sending a bunch of 4/4s at us, actually, so we're going to block and kill one. Kill a 4/4. Down to 19. We're going to need to find a way to win very quickly, or at least blow up the board. Narset's still alive at 6. 18 Commander. 7/6, back over to Flintlock, and yet we continue to leave this Narset alive. Knew we should have attacked them. It is going to take them a lot of mana to recast their commander, thankfully. And we do have more counter magic up for something that might grant them haste, which is good. Also, sorceries too. That's a big deal. Flintlock down to 29. Mana Vault. It's untapped. Narset coming back. Brings it back to our turn. Ooh, that's a Koma. Koma is really good for what's happening. Cast Koma. Yeah, we'll pass with our 3 mana up. We can Heroic Intervention if needed. Koma trigger. This has X-proof, so we can't tap it. Really, we just need bodies at this point to block all the 4/4s. That's an austere command. All enchantments and all big creatures. Time for that Heroic Intervention. Esper Sentinel and Jadzi trigger. Dig Through Time we cannot cast, but I think that leaves it right on top. So we'll just draw into it, and then we can play it on our turn. Although, kind of hard with Rest in Peace in play. Got to pay full price for that one. It's not the best.
Wise man say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Can't pay. Opponent gets a card. Or indestructible. Opponent does lose their commander, but they're still in a pretty good spot. Ooh, that also gets rid of the Rest in Peace. So maybe not like right now, but in a few turns, we might be able to cast that Dig Through Time. I think opponent has exactly enough to recast their commander. And they do. The Power of Nykthos. I've determined that this card is basically a must in mono white. It's about the only way you can really stay on par with decks that produce a lot of mana. Being able to get like 3, 5, 10 extra mana a turn is a really big deal. Really, opponent attacks us with the 2/2. Does not send any other attacks. Kind of annoyed about it. Opponent gets themselves a Nylea. Little awkward, as it's not yet a creature. Though it could be if they hit something big on their turn. We get another 3/3. Grow from the Ashes for opponent. Into the Esper Sentinel. Koma, Mana Vault. It's so ridiculous that this thing protects itself. Just insane. Like, even just making 3/3s and even the tap ability. Like, if you got rid of that indestructible ability, it would still be insanely strong. Anything that makes tokens every turn, particularly ones that are bigger than 1/1s, really, really powerful. Brings it back to our turn, we get another 3/3. There's the dig through time, little awkward, no graveyards. Play the Jace's Sanctum for 5 into the Esper Sentinel. I think we can pay. Yep, opponent's got something. Is this a Rift? It is a Cryptic Command. Yeah, that's going to be a Swan Song. Counter spells are awesome. Jadzi trigger. Counter spells are not awesome. There's a delay on our Swan Song. That is super annoying. Oh, we probably could have stacked these better. Counter spell off the top. Once we activate Mayael on this giant stack. That's a Nova Blast Worm. When it attacks, destroy all other creatures. That's fun. Jadzi trigger. Would we hit a land or something? Oh, I think we... Yeah, we put a forest in. Okay. We'll scry one. There's a 3 visits on top. I feel like we do need more mana. So I think we'll leave that right there. All creatures get tapped. Pretty annoying. It's going to tap us out for quite a while. Let's cast... Oh, yep. Cast Rampant Growth. Put Jadzi on the bottom. I guess we already scried, so we know exactly what's there. Whoops. We'll leave that on top. We will cast it. Pay the 1. Oh, wow. Yeah, that just kind of keeps going, doesn't it? Jadzi on the bottom, then scry. Reclaim. Not helpful. So we'll put it on the bottom. There's a creature. Creatures are cool. Yeah, we'll cast it. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them, put it in your hand, rest on the bottom. Get a forest. Get a forest. We got 2 cards into our graveyard now. If we can dump a few more in there, start thinking about the dig through time. We get a 3/3. And opponent's going to scoop. Wonderful. Opponent said if we sack at least 3 things, they will kill the Narset, and then, you know, that'll be that. Get down to the sacking. Tap a creature. Tap another one. We tapped out the 4/4s. They've only got small creatures and Oketra left. Send the Remorseful Cleric at us and the Oketra into the Narset. Opponent goes down to commander damage. We go to 17, and now we got to start earning those big commander replay bucks and try to wiggle out of death here. Hope opponent doesn't have anything too crazy like a Mangara of Corindor. We do have a little bit of time before that becomes an issue, but not a ton. Not a ton. Koma and Swansong. So Koma's probably going to get exiled unless we can find some way to get around that. Which is unfortunate because that's kind of what's keeping us alive. Also, it's great that Narset's gone because now we can focus on other things. Been really fixated on that Narset, but you kind of need to be. That's a Thassa's Oracle. We now have 2 of those in hand. 69 cards in our library. That's a few. That is not a particularly cheap play right there. At some point, we got to think about this hunting pack. I mean, since we're probably just going to lose the Koma, we should send in the Koma, and then we'll sack one to make it indestructible if we really need to. Send in the Koma. They take. Down to 21. Croson Grip. Yeah, let's start with Croson Grip. We'll shoot the Esper Sentinel. Whole bunch of things go off. I did it in the wrong order again. Crap. They can have this draw just because I don't know what our mana is going to look like this turn. Quandrix Apprentice. We got some lands. 1 into the hand. Those to the bottom in any order. Jadzi. Oh, that's a Reshape the Earth. Yes, please. Why can't we cast it? I'd like to know why we can't cast it. Split second, maybe? Oh, probably. Yeah, probably. Ooh, probably because of split second. We can just leave that right there, though, and then cast another thing, and then try to go about it that way. Leave that right there. Esper Sentinel down. How much is this thing? Yeah, I guess, play this thing. Jadzi on the bottom. Oh, crap. Nope, did that wrong. That sucks. No Reshape the Earth. No lands. Yep, I messed that up. Oh, God. Simic decks. Ugh. Scry one. Treasure Cruise is a card. We'll leave that on top. We will cast it. Yeah, I think it was the split second that was messing us up earlier. Trigger all the stuff again. Quandrix on the bottom this time, like a professional. Get this order of triggers stacked the right way. Scry on top. Oh yeah, that's a crazy one. Let's get that one. We'll leave that right on top. We will cast it. Get a land. Tatyova to the bottom. Treasure Cruise. That's a lot of lands. And a Soul Ring is what that is. Dig through time. Oh, hey. 2 cards into the hand. Mind's Desire is pretty good, I think. As is... Ooh. Weather the Storm is pretty good right here because we gain life and we get to cast more stuff. I think I like that. Let's get Weather the Storm, even though the other stuff is very good. Soul Ring is mana neutral. Cast Soul Ring. Yeah, I think... Should we do this now or should we wait? Because we don't have good storm set up for next turn. I think we'll just do it now. Whole bunch of things going off. This one to the bottom. That one in the middle. The Scry. The Draw. 5 spells cast before it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a lot of stuff. We almost want a way to, like, bounce our commander and then drop all the lands in. This is going to be crazy. I definitely didn't put those in the right order. Shark Typhoon's a cool card. Yeah, we'll cast it. Oh, 2. I think that's the last thing we can cast. That's a good one, though. Oh, got a land. Omniscience. Oh, God. Yep, this should do it. 2. Oh, no. We don't have 2. Oh, no. Well, I guess we just leave it right there. Get a land. Oh, Omniscience gets shuffled away. That sucks. More lands. We don't have a no max hand size card, which I think is going to be... Oh, there's the Reliquary Tower. I think we've already used the land play, though. Guess we can get an extra one somehow. There's a Nature's Claim. No green, though. Counterspell. Wish we had blue for that. The Magic Mirror. I think that's going to be a little slow. Put that one to the bottom. Growth Spiral. Oh, I think we can cast this. We can. And then we can get the Reliquary Tower in. Love it. And there's a Shark Typhoon trigger. Yep, the deck is storming off. I don't think we're going to win this turn, but we've done a lot. Down to 47 cards in our deck. Wizard class is cool. We'll leave it right there. Shark Typhoon. Get a blocker. Drop in this Reliquary Tower, and now I feel great about things. Oh, we just missed the snap. Snap could put our commander back in our hand. Pass like that. Just gotta survive. Oh, that's an Aven Mind Sensor. Well, we have one flyer. Koma trigger. Opponent and I discussing whether Jadzi gets around Thalia or not. I'm not that good with this type of stuff. Because it says... You may cast it by paying 1 rather than paying its mana cost. So that's like an instead. That's a replacement effect, I think, which I think replaces the Thalia, which adds to its casting cost. If I'm understanding that right. Yep, opponent just going to send it all. Just going to send it all. They probably shouldn't have attacked with the Thalia unless they have a Chroma's Will. Then we're just dead. But all right, use that to block the Thalia. That to block the Thalia. This to block the Mind Sensor. And then some of this stuff's got to go in front of these. I think I actually want our commander to die. Block like that. Because if this Thalia goes down, then they're donezo. That's what's been keeping us in check all game. Put us in super slow motion. A whole bunch of things die. Jadzi goes to the command zone. Thalia goes down. The Mind Sensor goes down. We're down to 19. But if we untap, I think we can finish it up. Tecatli Honor Guard. Yeah, that will actually mess us up a little bit. Not done yet, opponent says. Koma and Swansong trigger. We draw an island. Cast Journey to the Oracle. Shark Typhoon, Jace's Sanctum, all these things trigger. We have 19 cards in hand currently. Missed the lands on that one. There's a Jace. Jace gets around the Honor Guard, which is important. Journey to the Oracle. Yep, put all of the lands onto the battlefield. I think we got them all. Nope, I missed one. Play a land. Oh, and then we discarded one. We get our commander's back in our hand. Yay! Cast our commander. Wizard class. Shark Typhoon. Opponent's gonna exile our commander. That will actually slow us down a bit. So I think we do is we brainstorm. I messed up the triggers. Got distracted. We have 11 mana left currently. Reveal some lands. Oh, expropriate to the bottom. Draw a card. Oh, that one's kind of crazy, isn't it? From a graveyard. Yeah, we can cast a Cultivate. We could use more mana. Put some stuff back on top. Put the land on top. Put the Reclaim on top. Oh, that one's a sorcery. Reality Shift, the Honor Guard. Trigger all the stuff. Got the order right on this one? Nope, it's the Reclaim. To the bottom. Another land. Worldly Tutor. Get a land. To the bottom. Honor Guard down. Worldly Tutor. Do all the stuff again. Oh, it's freaking out. It is freaking out. There's an Arcane Signet. We'll leave that right there. Cast the Arcane Signet. Land. There's the Tatiova again, along with the Consider. Same order. We have cycled through the deck. Oh god, we can get the Tatiova. Put that on top. What creatures do we have? We have Tatiova. Lotus Cobra's a card. I don't know that we can make great use of the Lotus Cobra. Ooh, Baral's also a card. Get Baral. I'm gonna Nature's Claim our own Soul Ring, just so we can cast this thing off the top. Oh yeah, it's struggling. It is struggling. Cast it. Sprouting Vines. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll leave that there. And we'll finally let our commander go. Back to the command zone. Wizard class comes in. And let's drop this Mind's Desire. Storm count was 9. It's pretty good. See what we hit? Oh, dear God. Well, it's going to put a lot of cards in hand. Probably should have got the Lab Man in first. Now that I'm thinking about it. Didn't realize I was going to send off this many triggers. We might be getting close on the Thassa's Oracle. Start autoing some of these triggers. Oh, we drew all the expensive ones. That sucks. There's the Omniscience. We don't have any mana left for that, though. There's a land. Another land. Another land. I think we've pulled out all the lands at this point. Here comes the Mind's Desire. Snap is not that helpful. Expropriate is incredibly helpful. Divining Top. Was that one? Lotus Cobra? Seagate Restoration. Reclaim to the bottom. Actually, you know what? That may not have been. There are 8 cards left in our deck. Oh, this will put us down to 7. Yeah, okay, I got it. We just cast the Lab Man, then we cast that thing. And then we're good to go. Cast Lab Maniac. Cast Seagate Restoration. Do all the stuff again. And we draw from an empty library and win the game. That might be the first time I've ever won with a Lab Man, to be completely honest with you, because I don't play blue and I don't play Lab Man decks when I do. So that's the first time for me, I think. Pretty sure. I feel bad for Flintlock, who had to sit through that. I told him he's probably going to want to go make a sandwich because this turn's going to take a while. But yeah, the stacks really slowed us down for a long time. The Narset soaked up a lot of focus. Also, you know, I helped steer people toward the Narset as much as I could because that deck will just win if you let it. And yeah, we just had to hang in there for a long time and wait till things shaped up for us. Koma was super big for us too, so that was cool. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. We have 2 new Patreon supporters in Netherion and Frank Ogden. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel, vote on which decks I play next, or get some good games of Spell Table, be sure to check out my Patreon at the link below.